Hello, my twin sister. Oh my goodness.
This is so funny. I love it. We are so aligned. It's crazy.
And when we met in person and then we were eating dinner and then after I measure you and then we realized that we have the same watch too. It's like,
Right, the
remember?
card. Yes.
Yes, like very, it's
Very
like,
aligned, very in tuned.
yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, people, I'm here with the beautiful and talented
Oh.
Karrueche. I mean, I shared this with you already when I first met you. You were on my dream list to dress in an Áo Dài. You were on that list because you were so beautiful. And then I was like, one day, I don't know how, but I want to meet her and I want to design an Áo Dài for her. And you know what, people? Manifestation works. Okay? You just put it out there in the universe and somehow it worked.
Yeah. I didn't even know. I didn't have any. I would have never expected that I was on your dream list.
Yes.
And the way that it even happened was kind of random too. Like I got the invitation. I thought I wasn't going to be able to make it to the Gold House Gala. And then I wasn't because I thought I was gonna be out of town. And then I was here and I was like, oh wait, I'm here. I gotta go. Like I gotta represent and be there. And I missed last year's too. I think they held last year too, right? Yeah. And so I had also been in communication with Tway.
Yes, Chef Tway.
Yes, Chef Tway, who I've been a fan of hers since COVID. I just randomly started following her because I saw this cute Vietnamese girl and the dishes that she made looked so good. Following her, then we started following each other, and then we were in communication because we had some other collaboration that we were doing at her restaurant. And I was like, you know what? One thing for me this year was to work on being intentional in life, in everything that I do, whether it's something I eat, whether it's something I do for the day, something I wear. So, usually for events, I'm like, I'll just take my publicist or somebody from my team, or just a friend, or just, somebody I know, whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? Let me think about this. Wait, who would be the best? Who would make sense? How can I really make the most of this experience for my first time at the Gold Gala, right? So I'm like, oh, Tway, let's go together. You're Vietnamese, I'm Vietnamese. We're just, starting to hang out. And then she was like, yeah, for sure, I'll come. I was like, okay, cool. And then we were talking, I was like, I should wear, again, trying to be intentional.
Yeah.
I should wear an Asian designer.
Yeah.
Then I was like, wait, no. Then Tway was like, no, we need to wear Áo Dài.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, you're so right. I know somebody, and da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, send me their page. And she sent me your page, and she told me that she had hit you up and everything. And I couldn't have seen it any other way.
Yeah.
And what I thought that this, for allergies, guys.
It's all good. This is real, people. This is real.
This is real. The real me in my house. I again just leaning on being intentional and making that moment more than just going to an event.
Yeah.
We really made it a beautiful moment, and I'm so glad that in my heart I knew to reach out to her, and she knew exactly to reach out to you, because if I didn't take her, we probably wouldn't have had this connection.
Yeah.
Even if I would have been like, you know what, maybe I should have worn an Áo Dài, I probably wouldn't have known to reach out to you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I had no idea. So the stars and the universe just, aligned all of us together in the most beautiful way. And I am just so happy and thrilled that everything turned out perfectly.
Yeah. No, but I think what you just said was exactly how I feel when you see someone on social media or in the Hollywood life. You are in the Hollywood life, right? And it's beautiful and it's amazing. Here I am as a Vietnamese American designer in Orange County. I see you, I dream to dress you because I know you're Vietnamese, right? And it's kind of like coincide with you during COVID and you saw Toi, who is a Vietnamese chef. So instantly we connect. Doesn't matter, and we haven't met each other, but that Vietnamese connection, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's the beautiful thing that you had that connection with Toi, and then it just like, one after another. It's like the bridge of the culture, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's just to let people know that, okay, there are Vietnamese people out there who let's say, not even designer, like Vietnamese makeup artists, Vietnamese hairstylists, Vietnamese manicurists, they probably are like me, who had you on their dream list. But sometimes they may not know, how am I going to reach out to Karrueche? Like, how is she, how does she view of being Vietnamese? You know what I mean? How is she embracing the culture? So now I think with you open your, I would say, opportunity for other Vietnamese to be like, you know what, she's cool. And that's the reason why I want to have this conversation, is to let people know, yes, it's okay to reach out and it's okay to make that connection, right? And I'm so happy that I did, and I'm so grateful that Toi made that connection, and then we met each other in person, and then instantly, like, honestly, we connected over her food, and then we came up with the design. I measure you. I don't know if you remember. It was in her restaurant, and literally there was trying to hide away from the camera.
Oh yeah, because I'm like naked.
And you just had a sweater on, and I was like, girl, your sweater is a little thick, so I have to measure you without the sweater. I mean, it was very intimate, right? It was a very intimate meeting, but it was so cool. It's like I've known you for a very long time.
Yeah.
And that's what's beautiful about it, is doesn't matter who you are or where you come from, or we haven't met, but the minute we met and we're Vietnamese and we're connecting over food and we just have these conversations, how, we talked about your mom and what she does. And I was like, oh my God, like, it's like my mom.
Yes. We're all connected in some way. That was so beautiful for us to just, and I really admire that feeling too, when you meet somebody for the first time and you just gel.
It was like family.
It was comforting. It was like, I didn't feel like, a lot of times when I first meet people, I feel like, you feel like you want to put on your best face and your best impression and you're done. It was just like, we were just chatting, we were eating good food, and it felt comfortable. Yeah. I like to, again, of being intentional of like being aware of my surroundings. So like when I'm in a situation and I pay attention to my body, how does my body feel? Do I feel tense when I'm around this person? Do I feel irritated? Do I feel a bad vibe? Or do I feel
the energy? Yeah.
The energy, and it's just like calm, and it's cool.
Yeah.
I can talk and I can be me and be free, and that's like that's such a priceless feeling, because especially in this industry, you come across so many people, so many different types of people, whether they're good, they're bad, you get all of them, and so it's kind of like when you do come across the right people, the people that make you feel good, it's just like, this is what life's about, We work hard, we make money, we spend money, we do all this stuff, and we take photos, and we're in the spotlight and all this crazy Hollywood shit, which is cool, but when it comes down to it, it's just like having some sense of being normal.
Yeah.
Just sharing experiences and sharing energy and love and respect and conversation. Those are the things that for me, it's like, that's what life is really about. We get sidetracked by so much stuff, but I cherish those moments.
Yeah. I mean, when I when I met you, I was like, she's an actress. She's like, with this huge following. How is she gonna be? Am I gonna act like, do I behave a certain way and act a certain way? But then I love that you say that we just trying to be normal, trying to be comfortable. And that same goes to like, my clients, my brides, that when they Zoom with me or when they meet me, they get so nervous. They like, oh my God, I get to meet and I get to work with you, Ty. But then honestly, the first thing I say is like you just said, I'm just a normal person who's very blessed and grateful that I get to do this. And I get to be in this journey with you. So let's all have fun together. And that's exactly what we did. We had fun at that dinner. And then we come up with the design. But before we go to the design, I want to ask you your name, Karrueche. Yeah. How did you come up with that name? It's so cool to me. I think it's so powerful. Is there a meaning to it?
Okay, as I'm like digging in my notes. Hold on.
It's okay. Let's go edit out.
No, it's okay. You can totally keep it. I don't. Well, my name, Karrueche. My real name. That's my government name.
Wow.
Parents made it up. It's not like a stage name. My parents made it up. I don't know.
Do you know the inspiration?
I don't know where they, you know what? I asked my dad one time. He said it means flowers.
Oh.
Again, he's just making that up. Like they just made up this name and they just made up this meaning. So, but what's funny is I was recently in Italy.
Yes.
I was in Sorrento and I was walking around the town and around all the restaurants and the shops. And I kept seeing this name like on the streets and like signs and stuff. And the name was Perrucci. I don't know how you probably, that's how you say it. Perruchieri, something like that, right? And the letters are very similar to mine because I'm Karrueche. So the RRUCHE was like, it caught my eye. And so me and my friend were getting gelato at night and we walked past a shop that said Perrucci. And I looked and it was a hair salon. And so I typed in what does Perrucci mean in my phone in Google, and it means hairstylist. Dad was a hairstylist.
Oh.
So I'm thinking it's a play on Karrueche, is a play on Perrucci, whatever. I don't know. Again, I don't know how else they, decided it in that way. But
See, now we learned something new.
Yeah, I hated it when I was younger.
Why?
Well, because when you're younger, being unique and isn't cool.
I get it.
You know what I mean?
I get
it's like you want to be an Ashley or a Brittany.
Yeah, you want to blend in. You want to blend in, right?
Exactly. You want to be like standing out wasn't like the norm. I love it now. I love my name so much because it's
so good.
It's different. It's me. There's no other Karrueche out there that I've met. But growing up, you get teased because it sounds like different stuff. And I remember in elementary, somebody was calling me cockroach. Like,
oh no.
Yeah. So yeah, growing up, I was like, okay, I remember telling my mom I wanted to change my name. She's like, what do you want to change your name to? And I said Cinderella. Like, okay.
No, but it's such a unique name. If it's just Karrueche, we wouldn't know your background. But because you had your last name, Tran, which is Trung, right, in Vietnamese, and that's how I know you as Vietnamese. But what's your background, if you don't mind sharing, and how are you connecting to the Vietnamese culture?
So my mom is Vietnamese. I have my mom's last name.
Okay.
And my dad is Black.
Okay.
And for me, connecting with my Vietnamese culture is an ongoing growing experience. Because I have a very big family on my Vietnamese side, but most of them live in Toronto.
Okay.
So I didn't grow up around like my grandparents, my mother's parents, or like my other cousins. And I have a couple of family members here that I grew up with. But, within the industry, or even just within LA, there isn't a huge, Vietnamese culture outside of Orange
Now,
County.
slowly now, but back then, no.
Back then, no. Slowly now it's building.
Yep.
But back then, no. Growing up, I used to go to Orange County a lot, and to like Westminster.
Yep.
My mom to visit, my uncle and my cousin, and we would go eat, and we would go to like the what's that mart that's out there?
Gold Gala, the Asian Garden Mall.
Yeah, upstairs, downstairs.
Yep. To buy your jewelry.
The toys and the jade, all that.
Yes. It's called Phước Lộc Thọ.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to go there all the time. And even now it's like I'm trying more to connect with the Vietnamese culture and the Vietnamese community. And it's really beautiful to see that there are a lot of us in the industry. Yeah. I went to a dinner that was hosted by another friend named Tway. I'm like blanking out today.
Tweet.
Yeah. God, what is wrong with me? Tweet. You know Tweet.
It's the allergy. Yes.
Allergy. I can like barely talk. So she hosted a dinner with, there was maybe like 30 Vietnamese creators, influencers, just all within, the industry. And it was so amazing to like be at this table. And, I feel like usually we get grouped into like the Asian category, We
have our own group, right?
Our own group. And people don't realize Asia's the big umbrella, but there's all these Chinese, Vietnamese, Japanese,
Korean, yes.
And so to see just our people, solely our people at one table, and these were all successful people in their own way, doing big things in their own way, with their own following, all talented, all creatives. It was just beautiful to like connect, and I didn't know what to expect from that dinner, but I walked away like, whoa, it felt like family. Like this is a part of like who I am. These are the people that we need to connect more together with and work more together. And I love that, in this day and age, we're just expanding and growing more and, supporting each other and representing community. Yeah.
No, what I love is that our generation, when it comes to our culture, they say if you want to support the community, you have to go back to the community, meaning you have to go back. That's like our parents' mentality, our parents' generation mentality. But I feel like with our generation now, there are so many young, talented people that bringing the community out there, like elevating it. And I think it's still very new. The journey is still very new. It's just the beginning. But I'm so proud to see there's so many young Vietnamese-American diaspora, all over, coming together and just trying to elevate this community within with so many different outlets, within the creative world, within the business world, because very often us Asian in general and Vietnamese individually, we always kind of like in the background. Yeah. Not all of us has an opportunity to be in the front, right? So, but I think it's slowly changing that we show up and we show out. And that's, I think, was another reason that gave you the idea, right? To showcase your culture. And I mean, I love what you wrote in the status when your caption when you post your photo. I love it and I appreciate you so much that you were so proud of that Áo Dài moment that you hire your own photographer. I mean, the photo was powerful and you posted, and it was like, is that your first time wearing an Áo Dài?
I've worn one before, I think twice.
Mm-hmm.
I went to a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was another time, but this was my first time on
Public,
this
like
big of a scale,
mainstream, right?
on a red carpet,
Mm-hmm.
where I'm getting glam. Like, I knew how big of a, I knew I would have really missed this moment if I didn't get professional photos.
Mm-hmm.
And I get professional photos for other events, so why would I not do it for this? You
Yep.
know?
Yep.
And I really wanted to capture the beauty of that moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm really glad that I did that, because the photos came out amazing. The outfit, just everything, the Áo Dài just looked, even with the
Khăn
what's
đóng.
the term for the, what's it called?
Khăn đóng.
Piece? Yeah.
Khăn đóng, the headpiece,
Even
yes.
like it just was so traditional, and I just loved it. It was just really, and I was covered, and I was fully covered, and I felt powerful, and I felt sexy, and I felt like I was making a statement, you know? Like, a lot of times, and we talked about this too, or like,
We talked about it at dinner, yes.
yeah, let's do
You're
a
trying to
late
come up with the design, right?
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? I'm dressed sexy all the time. I'm showing my legs, I'm showing some skin, and which is cool, but I wanted this to be about the Áo Dài.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted people to see the Áo Dài, not see my skin or my legs or whatever it is. And that's what it was. When I walked in the event and to the, you know, where the dinner was, and I could see and feel people's heads turn. They're like, wow. Some people didn't, you could tell some people didn't know it was an Áo Dài. They just thought it was a
beautiful gown, right?
Beautiful gown, you know? And I could notice some people who were Vietnamese
instantly
recognize, oh my gosh, she's wearing Áo Dài, it's beautiful. And I'm like, oh, it just made me feel great, you know? I felt like I took myself outside of that moment. It wasn't about how I looked or my makeup or whatever. It was, I was wearing that Áo Dài, you know?
It was a moment. It was a moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I remember we wanted to do, first we want to do the gold, right? That gold color. And then we decided and then you decided just go with red, because it's just so vibrant and so powerful. Yeah. And it's such a celebration, you know? Yeah. It was such a celebration color. And then I know you, I know your beauty, I know your style, I know your vibe. And then I literally, after dinner, I went back, and I remember you said that you don't want to be sexy, right? Because we were thinking, do we want sheerness? Do we want opaque? And then you was like, no, let's just not do sexy. And I just studied your whole like Instagram page. And then I, you know, saw this one look that I was like, you know what? We can translate that into an Áo Dài with that one look. And I mean, and then you came down for fitting. We had that delicious lunch. Right? And then during fitting, and I learned from you too. Because the Áo Dài would just, we let the silhouette and we let the color speak for the Áo Dài. There was no embellishment, no nothing. It was just very like solid one color, but it was silk and it was kind of like thin, right? And I learned it from you. And this is what the thing is, like, you know, you learn something new every day. And I just want to let people know that during fitting, and you were like, you know what, maybe you should double line this. Yeah. You should double line the Áo Dài so it doesn't show anything, undergarment or anything. And I was like, you know what? She knows what she's doing. She knows what's good and what's not good. And you invested in this whole look because you're so proud and you respect it, right? You know what I mean? The whole process, to me, it wasn't kind of like, I'm just gonna wear an Áo Dài and just call it a day. It was like, we invested in like our time, our energy, and the conversation of why you want to wear this Áo Dài.
Right. I mean, it had to be perfect.
Yeah.
It had to be right. And I don't want it to just look like they just threw some shit together, or they went, you know, to Santa Ana and bought an Áo Dài. You know what I mean? Like,
which you can.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
But
it's not the same.
Honey, they're not. They got nothing to do, okay? But yeah, because I've been through trial and error with different materials and looks and stuff, you know, I knew I had to say something, because I didn't want to get here the day of and get the Áo Dài and be like, oh, something showing or whatever. I wanted it to be perfect. I wanted, you know, to be able to walk into the gala with confidence. And you know, it was executed amazing and perfect, even down to like the height of the length of the band and everything. It just really worked out, and I'm so glad that we went with the red, because red is so powerful. And when I think of Vietnam, I think of red. You know, there's so much, and the gold too. Red and gold is like the two colors, but the red, which just felt so rich. And I just like felt it in my spirit, like, no, the red is a showstopper, you know? And that was, you know, really making a statement. And we kept it very simple. We didn't do a whole lot of, you know, designs or anything. And it was beautiful.
I think that's why it worked, and it worked so well, and it worked so great, is we kept it simple. Because, you know, people have always seen Áo Dài, the Vietnamese Áo Dài, with so much on it, you know what I mean? But what's beautiful about an Áo Dài is that simplicity, right? That's simple and timeless. And I want you to look at this photo and be proud of it. Even like 10 years, 20 years down the line, you look at it, you're proud of it. Instead of like, why did we have that little embroidery on there? You know what I mean?
Get those pictures like printed and blown up, and like have those put up one day, because those photos were like stunning.
It was like the whole look, hair, makeup, and I remember at dinner, and I was like, I just love your hair the way it is, Karrueche. Like, you don't have to do anything to your hair, you know. And then it's just the khăn đóng, the headpiece. It was just kind of like the queen. Like, it completes the look. And I wasn't there with you walking the red carpet, but I just kind of imagine, like, you know, the people's reaction when you wear it. But the moment when you put on that Áo Dài, even like during fitting, how was your feeling when you put on that Áo Dài?
I just felt like a queen.
Uh-huh.
I felt strong. I felt powerful. I felt like it just felt good to represent my culture.
Yeah.
You know, not just to wear this beautiful gown.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it has so much more meaning than just a piece of clothing. You know, it was like my community, this is what they wear. My ancestors, you know what I mean? This dates back to years.
Centuries.
Centuries. So it's like, to keep that culture going, and again, to represent it in such a big way on a carpet, you know, and to even be posted on social media, it's like, that's just what I felt like. This is such a statement. You know, this is really me just like tapping into who I am and into my culture, and representing and showing other Vietnamese people that, you know, or just showing the world that we can wear this traditional garment on a carpet.
No, but I also that give me an idea of a question that because you dress up all the time with what you do, right? And you appear in so many events. When you pick out an outfit, does it what do you normally like the checklist? Is it the fit? Is it the look? Is it the meaning of the outfit? Is it the purpose of this outfit? Do you have all that? Because I know when you wear this Áo Dài, all that checklist was completed, right?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on like where I'm going, what if it's a premiere or something or an event, what type of event it is, what's the weather like? Is it cold? Is it hot? And I mean, on a day-to-day, like I go for what's comfortable, what I feel comfortable in. It might be a baggy look, baggy at the top, a suit. It could be a form-fitting dress. It could be some shorts that show my legs. I don't know. It's just like whatever my body again is telling me that I'm gonna feel confident. And I knew that if we did a sexy version of an Áo Dài, I wouldn't have felt comfortable. I would have felt like I'm trying too much to put myself into what I wanted to be a bigger moment. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I wanted to take me out of this moment because again, this is about the Áo Dài. You know, I didn't want to make it too much about me. Like, oh, she's trying to be sexy again. She is wearing an Áo Dài, and it's like, okay, you know what I mean?
And it's still sexy, you know.
But I still wanted to keep it traditional. Yeah. Just fully about the Áo Dài, and that was like, I think that's what was most important for me. Yeah. And that was the biggest like thing that I wanted to check off the list was like, I don't want to look like I'm doing too much. Like I'm trying to, what's the word? Like, I'm trying to make it too modern.
Modernize, yeah.
I'm not trying to modernize it. I'm not trying to make it too trendy.
Or like not embracing the traditional silhouette, you know, and trying to make it more westernized. Like
Exactly. And I wanted to make my family and my grandma proud, my grandparents proud.
How was your mom reaction when she saw it? Because I know she texted you when we were having lunch.
She loved it. I think she said this to my grandma too, and my family, and they loved it too. And I think even for them, it's like to see, you know, somebody from.
And they have seen you in so many outfits, and finally they see you in this, you know.
Yeah, so I think it was definitely a proud moment for sure. For sure. They loved the photos. They loved the outfit. And
then speaking of comfort, I know it can be uncomfortable because of like the color and the fit, how it's like contouring your body. But for someone like you who don't normally wear Áo Dài, this is like your second time wearing it. How was the comfort of wearing an Áo Dài? Just to let people know, because honestly, even some Vietnamese people find it uncomfortable to wear an Áo Dài.
Really?
Yeah.
It's pretty comfortable.
Maybe it wasn't well made, or maybe the material didn't feel good, you know, because material is actually really important. Yeah,
it was pretty comfortable for me. I mean, we used for like a silk.
Yeah, we did the silk charmeuse and we had the mesh, you know. Yeah,
the only thing is the headpiece after a while it gets a little bit heavy. Like tighter. So I mean, that's just me personally. Like I hate wearing wigs and stuff because like any tightness on my head, I'm like, I have a headache and
yes. So, it's like cut your circulation.
Exactly. A couple times where I like took it off, you know, and let my head rest for a second, but then I put it back on because I had to have
I remember Kelly Marie Tran, she wore it to the Oscar, and she was like, when she was in the audience, she's like, can I take it off when I'm in the audience? Because first of all, she didn't want to block the people's view.
Yes.
And then she was like, it was also resting her head because it was big and heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the most part, even the collar, like it wasn't
We did it yours, the collar a little lower, not too high. Yeah.
Okay.
For comfort, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's also a traditional silhouette. It's a traditional look. Like we didn't modernize it, we didn't change it. And I think that was also add to the comfort. And then so you kind of mentioned a little bit about like, you know, bring this Áo Dài to the world. Like anybody can wear this Áo Dài. How do you feel about non-Vietnamese wearing Áo Dài?
Why not?
Why not?
I don't, you know, it's a very thin line. Like sometimes I get confused myself with like cultural appropriation. Because why not? You know, like it's a beautiful look. So like why couldn't somebody else wear it? It's not like they're mocking us, or if they don't do it in an offensive way. But then I could see how some people do find it. It gets so.
Do you think it's only appropriate to wear it to a Vietnamese event, or can they wear it as, like, you know, like, I mean, like most recently we saw Kim Kardashian and they wore the sari to the biggest wedding of the year, right? Yeah. Because it was in India, right? So is it only appropriate to wear to a Vietnamese or something related to the Vietnamese culture event, or does it or it can be, because to me an Áo Dài is different than a sari, right? It can just be a gown that you can wear to any events. Right?
I mean, I feel like you should be able to wear it anywhere.
Just wear it beautifully, wear it with the right intention.
With the right intention.
Going back to your conversation from the beginning. Yes.
Not be, you know, because people just might like the silhouette. You know what I mean? I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, like I said, why not? As long as it's
you can be sexy and sheer just as long you have a bottom with it.
I would wear an Áo Dài again to a non-Vietnamese event if I felt like I wanted to wear, and maybe it's a time when we do make it a little more modern, or switch it up a little, or we do some type of embroidery
embellishment.
I would wear it again for sure.
Yeah. Well, you know that I'm here.
Oh yeah.
Whenever you want an Áo Dài, you just, or whenever you want Vietnamese food, you just let me know.
Oh,
either
I was like, hey, can you Uber me some?
You know, I still need to do that for you.
I know. I gotta come drive down. I wanna go to one of those head spas out there.
Yes. It's a thing now.
It's such. I know. I see it all over like TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah, and then they have that ring of water.
Yeah, like gold. Yeah.
It's such a weird feeling because you feel like the water just kind of go, and you feel like a little bit like like you feel like the water, like you're drowning because the water is like reaching up to your nose and your face, and you know. But but at the same time it feels really good.
Yeah.
To do. My friend has the place. Yes. So we'll do it, and then we'll go eat. Oh, we go eat. And then we go do that. Because then after that, you are like, you know, shower.
Yeah.
You need to go to sleep.
Okay, well, that sounds like a plan for me.
Yeah, it's a date. But Miss, you are busy because you're always going somewhere.
I know. I'm sorry, you guys. We have like rescheduled this so many times because I've been all over the place. But
now I want to, and then two more things. One last thing, one more thing is you want to share your Vietnamese name because you told me, and I think it's so cute.
Chi?
Or you don't want to?
Chi?
Chi.
Chi.
I love it. Karrueche, his Vietnamese name is Chi. Chi Dang. It's so cute.
And then Tway was calling me Chi Chi, right?
No, I called you Chi.
Oh, you called me Chi Chi. Yeah.
Because we came up with that dish. And remember the bánh bèo dish?
Oh, yes.
And then what's the name going to be? And I said, just call it Chi Chi.
Yes, you're right.
I love it, but you know, you to me, I think that name fits you too. Like G, it's just so cute. It's just who you are, you know?
Yeah.
And one last thing that I'm so happy that you also say the word Áo Dài in your accent. How would you pronounce Áo Dài?
Áo Dài.
Say it louder.
Áo Dài. Say it in your accent, in Vietnamese accent.
So in the southern Vietnam, we call it Áo Dài.
Áo Dài.
Mm-hmm. In the central, after when I had a conversation with Michelle Phan, and she's from Hue, she's from central Vietnam, so then her mom taught her how to say it. It's Áo Dài. It's a different accent.
Okay.
And then in the northern Vietnam, they call it Áo Dài.
Oh.
With a Z. Yeah. It's like DZAI.
Interesting.
Yeah. Your mom is from South? Do you know?
From Saigon, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's Áo Dài.
Áo Dài, yeah.
Have you ever been back to Vietnam?
No.
No? You should go.
I know. I plan on it. Like, I want to go so bad.
It's beautiful. I mean,
I've heard.
Yeah, like not the city. I don't care much about the city vibe because it's just like any other, you know, Asia country trying to be metropolitan. But the resorts and the culture and the food,
yeah,
it's just it's a different world. Yeah. One of these days.
One of these days, for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for doing this with me. It's definitely a dream come true, and you just know that you just made one dream come true with me.
You've been so sweet, and you made my dream come true, and you made that moment become bigger than what it was, because the turnaround too was like a week.
A week.
Or two.
Yeah.
A week. Yeah. So, you know, thank you for your talent, your hard work, and your creativity that you bring to the world, and you being a master at your craft and elevating the Áo Dài, and still holding its culture and tradition and its roots. And we are just so thankful. I'm so thankful for you, and I'm glad that we made this connection. And you know, to many more Áo Dài.
Yes, to many more, and to let people know, to let everyone know that, you know, if you do what I do, you look at me, you sound like me, or you look like Karrueche, the beautiful Karrueche, and sound like Karrueche, everything is possible. Just reach out. You know, do it with the right intention, like exactly like how we started the conversation with Karrueche. Do it with the right intention, with the right respect, and treasure the value of things that you do, right? And the purpose of things you do, and dream will come true.
Absolutely. And living, piggybacking on that, living in your truth and being kind and living through your heart. And I think that's why we connect too, because we're just like gentle souls out there, you know, and we just like love life. When you love life and you're kind and you're positive, life will love you back.
Exactly.
Whatever it is that you want to do, you can do it. Just focus on it. Work hard towards it. Reach out. If you want to be a writer, reach out to writers and say, hey, be your understudy. Can I work under you? Can I work in your office? Can I grab you coffee? You know what I mean? Like, people, this society, this generation forgets, like,
you have to do the work.
You have to do, like, I used to be an intern and at a fashion company, and I would make PDFs of stuff. I wasn't making any money at all. And I was driving from the Valley to LA, like, gotta put in the work, you know? We think so much that everything is an overnight success. And for some people that's happened, but like, when you're true to who you are and you believe in whatever it is you believe in and you know what you want to do and you work towards that, there are so many resources between YouTube and social media. You can contact somebody within an instant. Like, you can
And
do
it's
it all.
okay. And it's okay if they say no, right? Because it's okay that you just need that one yes.
Yes, exactly. And that's so important too, because like, you will be told no many, many, many times. Even today, when I'm when I'm going on gigs and auditions, I'm still told no all the time. And it's like, hurts, but you use those moments as fuel to become better. To, I'm back in my acting classes right now. Like, I'm just working hard at becoming better at whatever it is that I want to do. So, and like you said, whatever you look like, whatever age, whatever background, like,
be true to who you are.
Be true to who you are. And just because we might sometimes live in a man's world, or whatever, it doesn't matter. Your talent is here, and all that's all that
and
matters.
Somebody, that one person will see it.
Yes.
And there's virtual and work hard. Okay. To me, I feel like social media can be two ways. It can be really benefiting you, and if you get overnight success with that, great, right? But that means you still have to put in the work to keep it last, though, because it could go away instantly as well, right? So make sure you do the work. If you get that success, treasure it, work hard at it to keep it. But if you don't get the opportunity, it will come to you. Don't give up. Let's end on that. And I'm gonna press stop.